Hey everybody, we are actually, my wife and I, right here, we are actually out for a rare night out without our 3 kids. And we are near downtown Indianapolis. Actually, we're on Mass Ave. It's one of our favorite places to go. So in this video, we're gonna talk about some of our, when we do have the rare night out.
Once in a blue moon.
Yeah, once in a blue moon, exactly. Where some of our favorite places to go are in the city, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, I'm Jason Compton with the Compton Home Group. Welcome back to the channel. If you want to know everything there is to know about living in Indianapolis or going out in Indianapolis with your wife someplace when you get a rare night out, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap a little bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. Now we get reach outs from people all over the country with questions about Indianapolis, things to do in Indianapolis, and of course places to live in Indianapolis and all the surrounding metro. So if you have questions at all about anything Indianapolis or any of the cities or towns surrounding Indianapolis, then make sure you reach out any way that you know how. We always have your back with those questions, and we'll certainly have your back when it comes time for you to make your move to the Indy Metro. All right, so again, today we are actually not on Mass Ave, but pretty darn close to Mass Ave for a rare night out. We have 3 young kids, and we don't have them with us right now. But this is my wife, Julia.
Hi, everybody.
And we just had a beverage over here at St. Joseph's Brewery, which is a pretty cool place.
Our first time going there, which is actually sad because we know this area so incredibly well.
And it's been there since 2015. And
we're just now getting there.
Our first time there.
But it was fabulous. Highly recommend.
Super cool place. But now we're going to head to dinner at a restaurant called LIVERY. Which
also we haven't been to, and it's not new.
That's right. It's not. But it hasn't been around terribly long.
Not terribly long.
But Mass Ave is actually one of the places in Indianapolis that it's kind of our favorite,
near and dear to the heart.
Very near and dear. One of our favorite places to go when we do have a rare night out. In fact, where we are right now, not in these homes standing or built right behind us, but the building right behind us, which when you get around this corner you can actually see, is where when we met years ago, she used to live. So right here along Park, this is actually Park Avenue, not the Park Avenue in New York. It's actually the Park Avenue here in Indianapolis. This street is right where her condo was.
I have to say, it was a great thing to have an address of Park Avenue.
Yeah,
kind of makes you feel like real life Monopoly.
It kind of does. It really does. But on Mass Ave, this is absolutely one of our favorite places to go. So we are going to head over to LIVERY for dinner. We're not actually walking in the direction of LIVERY right now because we thought we'd just walk around a little bit because we don't get a chance to come down to Mass Ave really often enough to have a drink, have dinner, or just come down for the heck of it to visit one of the shops or any of the other places that they have, or something like First Friday, which we used to go to years ago whenever you lived down here. But there's so much to do on Mass Ave, and we're walking towards the west right now. We can see Mass Ave, which is Massachusetts Avenue.
Was that?
I don't know what that was. Massachusetts Avenue up in front of us. But if you were to take a left here and walk towards the southwest, then you would go right into downtown Indianapolis. It's one of the diagonal streets from Ralston's original design of Indianapolis and downtown Indianapolis, really similar to Washington, D.C. with some of the diagonal streets. But it's one of the cultural districts in Indianapolis, and it is just absolutely packed with restaurants, shops, and bars, and places to live too. So, like we said, Julia used to live down here years ago when we met, and it was hopping then.
It was. So I will tell you, traffic, no change. There's a lot of traffic on Mass Ave.
There is a lot of traffic.
Feels the same.
Yeah, a lot of cars, but it has, I wouldn't say it's exploded, but it's certainly got more crowded.
It has.
It's gotten better, really. Not as far as the crowd goes, but it's gotten better as far as the restaurants, shops, and bars are concerned. So being a culture district in Indianapolis, it's well-deserved, definitely, because there's a lot going on here for sure. But
I think, would you agree that every time we come down, there's something new?
It seems like it.
As we're walking forward to this place, I've never heard of this.
Right, exactly.
This is great.
Yes, we don't get a chance to come down here often enough, unfortunately. But when we do get that rare night, that opportunity to come out, this is definitely one of the places that we want to go. We want to go to Mass Ave. But it's not the only place around Indianapolis or any, actually, of the cities that surround Indianapolis that we would actually go.
Right.
So some of the other places that we might hit.
Provision, up at the Ironworks district. We
Yep.
love that.
Yep, exactly.
And actually, any of the Cunningham restaurants, I would say, tough to beat.
Yep, they're pretty good, that's for
do
sure.
like
But Provision, it's the Ironworks, which is in the Keystone area. That's where the Fashion Mall is, popular area for shopping. But Ironworks Hotel and
Blue Sushi is there.
yeah, Blue Sushi place is there right now, and
Fabulous.
tons of other places too. Rise is
Rise,
there.
which is a
They have
great
Daredevil
breakfast
Brewery.
place.
Yep, they have a lot of great places there. That's one of our favorite places to go for sure. But in addition to that, another cultural spot, we have Broad Ripple.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, Broad Ripple is definitely one of our favorite places to go, just because the vibe is a little bit different than what you're going to have here on Mass Ave. Here comes the handlebar down the street. So it can get a little obnoxious and loud.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
It's different. That's a bicycle that you ride around, and apparently they have a driver. It's good.
I hope so. Yeah, definitely hope so. But Broad Ripple is definitely one of the other cultural districts, one of the 7 in Indianapolis, and we do like to go there because it's a spot where, in fact, Broad Ripple, Meridian Kessler too, because a lot of people think some of the restaurants in Meridian Kessler, which is right next door, are actually in Broad Ripple, but technically they're in Meridian Kessler. But just that whole area is one of the cool spots to go to for original places. We're not talking about chain restaurants or typical things that you're going to find in every state in the entire country. These are originals to Indianapolis. They're going to be located for sure along Mass Ave. They're going to be definitely located in places like Broad Ripple as well.
One of the things I would say is different is that the Mass Ave area and the Broad Ripple area are very walkable, which is fun.
They
After
are.
or before a date. That's different than Ironworks. Ironworks, you're going for a specific destination, the restaurant, the
Yep.
hotel, not as walkable. So if you're wanting a night out, like we are doing tonight,
Yep.
we want to walk around and enjoy the vibe. And
Yeah, exactly. We'll walk around this corner
Yeah.
here, actually. Yeah, she's exactly right. So Mass Ave, Broad Ripple, those are going to be 2 places that are going to be exceptionally walkable. So where we park tonight, it's close to here, but I mean, it's not right here on the street. So we got to walk over to our car, but we can walk to just about any place here on Mass Ave. We could even walk to downtown if we wanted to. It's not that
yeah.
far,
Couples at
just
best.
right behind us. It's not even a couple of miles.
Oh, really? How
Yeah.
far?
Your distances are unbelievable. It's not that far. I mean, the actual downtown, there's Muir Theater, and you've got Salesforce building right there behind us. We're talking a mile at most.
All right.
Yeah, it's not that far down the road. But then there's some other places that we like to go to, like she said, up at Keystone, good restaurants there, but you're gonna have to drive, park, and then essentially you're at that restaurant. And then when you go up into Fishers,
Oh,
Fishers District, the Yard at Fishers District, tons of incredibly good restaurants right there in that
Walkable.
particular area.
Walkable.
But that is also walkable. However, you have to park in the district, get out, and then you can walk to any of the restaurants there. And I've mentioned this before in videos about Fishers. The downtown area of Fishers is super cool, but one of the disadvantages is that it has I-69 that essentially splits. It splits the Nickel Plate district, which is where the amphitheater is and a few other restaurants, and just kind of the center of the downtown area of Fishers, from the Yard where all of those other restaurants are. So if you were to walk, let's say from a concert over to have dinner, or you had dinner and you wanted to walk over to one of the concerts, that's not something that's going to be very popular to do, or ride your bike. It's just I-69 goes through there in 116th Street, so lots of traffic, pretty ugly for pedestrians through there, honestly. I mean, we see people walking sometimes,
We
but
do.
not very
But
often. Yeah,
For a very
or
young
riding
family
their bike.
like ours, if
No.
you want to go to dinner and then hit IKEA,
That is not happening. No, not going to happen at all. So that place is pretty busy, but you can go there and walk around where all of the restaurants are. Yeah.
yeah. I was actually going to say the opposite. If you wanted to make it a date night, you go to dinner, and then you go to IKEA and get whatever you need. And,
Oh, you could, yeah.
yeah, but you drive to
You go to
IKEA.
IKEA on dates? It doesn't sound all that entertaining to
It's
me.
not at all. But you pick up a cinnamon roll for the morning. It's great.
Yeah, or you get some meatballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, something
We
like
still
that.
haven't had.
Yeah, exactly. So Fishers, while that particular area, the Yard, Fishers District, is pretty walkable, it's just within those restaurants. What's another place that we like to go?
Well, I don't think you've mentioned the Carmel Arts and Design District.
Yes.
Also walkable, and it's
Very
great.
walkable.
And
It is
it's
great.
Right along the Monon, so you see a lot of young families, you see a lot of people on
Yep.
bikes, but you see a lot of people just walking, and I love it. It's
Yeah,
another one. So
right.
when we're on a date, that's one of the things we like to do is, sure, we're going to go and we're going to go to a restaurant, but we also want to walk around and check out different places and maybe
So people watch.
people watch.
Yep.
Get a dessert somewhere else.
Right.
Get a beverage somewhere else, and
Yep.
really just feel the vibe of the location. So that would be another one absolutely to put on the list.
Yeah, that is absolutely a good point. Because this one here at Mass Ave, I wouldn't call this exactly family unfriendly,
No, oh gosh,
but
no.
but it's not as family friendly as a place like Carmel, Arts
Right.
and Design District, definitely.
Well, and I think the one thing that all of these different areas do is they usually have a different night that's dedicated to different things.
Yep.
So Mass Ave used to be known for First Friday. All of the art galleries would open, and it was a very local feel, very kind of hometown feel. They would have, you know, all the art on display and people walking to and fro, checking everything out. Certainly on
Yep.
Mass Ave, there's a lot of shopping. Silver in the City, which has been here forever. I feel
Yep.
like it's an icon. So
Yep.
all kinds of cool, unique gifts. There's
Yeah.
always been the incredible toy store on the opposite side of the road.
Which we're coming up here
Yeah.
on pretty
Yeah,
soon as we cross the
absolutely.
street safely. Maybe we should go.
Um,
We can go this way.
oh.
There we go. So yeah, exactly. It's exceptionally walkable there in the Arts and Design District. You can park and you can walk Arts and Design District, Midtown, City Center, and hit just about anything that it has to offer. So we are actually going to head over to our dinner here in just a minute, but we just wanted to kind of get into some of the places that if we have a night out, where are we actually going to go
Yep.
in the city of Indianapolis? So
And I'd also say you have a lot of great ideas on that. So as you're thinking about places, if you're coming in to visit, just ask Jason. He's got a lot of these ideas, a lot of places we've been, things that I'm sure we're
Yeah.
forgetting to mention.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if you ask a specific question, we've probably been there.
probably have, that's for sure. So if you have questions about places to go in Indianapolis when you're here for a date night, or it doesn't even have to be a date night,
Just checking out the city.
Exactly, checking out the city. Make sure you reach out any way that you know how. And until the next one, we'll see you later.